Augustus Gloop.
Augustus Gloop, the great big greedy nincompoop. How long could we allow this beast
to gorge and guzzle, feed and feast on everything he wanted to?
Great Scott, it simply wouldn't do.
However long this pig might live,
we're positive he'd never give even the smallest bit of fun or happiness
to anyone. So, what we do in cases such as this, we use the gentle touch.
And carefully we take the brat
and turn him into something that will give great pleasure to us all.
A doll, for instance.
Or a ball.
Or marbles.
Or a rocking horse.
But this revolting boy, of course, was so unutterably vile.
So greedy,
foul,
and infantile.
He left the most disgusting taste inside our mouths.
And so in haste we chose a thing that, come what may,
would take the nasty taste away. Come on,
we cried.
The time is right.
To send him shooting out the pipe.
He has to go. It has to be. And very soon he's going to see.
Inside the room to which he's gone,
some funny things are going on.
But don't, dear children, be alarmed. Augustus Gloop will not be harmed.
Although, of course, we must admit,
he will be altered quite a bit.
He'll be quite changed from what he's been.
When he goes through
the fudge machine.
Slowly, the wheels go round and round.
The cogs begin to grind and pound.
100 knives go slice, slice, slice. We add some sugar, cream, and spice.
We boil him for a minute more
until we're absolutely sure that all the greed and all the gall is
boiled away for once and all.
Then out he comes.
And now, by grace, a miracle has taken place.
This boy only just before
was loved by men from shore to shore. This greedy brute, this louse's ear, is loved by people everywhere. For who could hate or bear a grudge
against a luscious bit
of fudge?
Oh, stay up there. Stay up there.
They're still going.
Oh, they're still doing. I'm sorry. I get marked down on that one.
Dear friends, we surely all agree
there's almost nothing worse to see than some repulsive little bum
who's always
chewing gum.
It's very near as bad as those who sit around and pick the nose.
So please believe us when we say that chewing gum will never pay.
This sticky habit's bound to send the chewer
to a sticky end. Did any of you ever know a person called Miss Bigelow?
This dreadful woman saw no wrong in chewing.
Chewing all day long.
She chewed while bathing in the tub.
She chewed while dancing at her club.
She chewed in church and on the bus.
It really was quite ludicrous.
And when she couldn't find her gum,
she'd chew up the linoleum.
Or anything that happened near.
A pair of boots.
The postman's ear.
Or other people's underclothes.
And once she chewed her boyfriend's nose.
She went on chewing till, at last,
her chewing muscles grew so vast
that from her face her giant chin
stuck out just like a violin.
For years and years she chewed away,
consuming 50 packs a day, until one summer's eve,
alas, a horrid business came to pass.
Miss Bigelow went late to bed.
For half an hour she lay in dread,
chewing and chewing
all the while,
like some great clockwork crocodile.
At last she put her gum away upon a special little tray, and settled back and went to sleep.
She managed this by counting sheep.
But now, how strange!
Although she slept,
those massive jaws of hers still kept on chewing through the night.
Even with nothing there to bite.
They were, you see, in such a groove.
They positively had to move.
And very grim it was to hear.
In pitchy darkness, loud and clear.
This sleeping woman's great big trap.
Opening and shutting.
Snap, snap, snap!
Faster and faster.
Jump, jump, jump.
The noise went on.
It wouldn't stop.
Until at last her jaws decide to pause and open extra wide.
And with the most tremendous chew, they bit the lady's tongue in two.
Thereafter,
just from chewing gum, Miss Bigelow was always dumb.
And spent her life shut up in some disgusting sanatorium.
And that is why we'll try so hard to save Miss Violet Beauregard from suffering an equal fate.
She's still quite young.
It's not too late.
Provided she survives secure.
We hope she does.
We can't be sure. The little brute has just gone down the garbage chute.
And as we very rightly thought,
that in a case like this we ought to see the thing completely through.
We polished off her parents too. Down goes Veruca, down the drain.
And here, perhaps we should explain
that she will meet as she descends
a rather different set of friends to those that she has left behind.
These won't be nearly so refined.
A fishhead, for example, cut this morning from a halibut.
Hello, good morning, how do you do?
Oh, nice to meet you. How are you?
And then a little further down, a mass of others gather round.
A bacon rind,
some rancid lard,
a loaf of bread gone stale and
hard. A steak that nobody could chew.
An oyster from an oyster stew. Some liverwurst so old and gray one smelled it from a mile away. A rotten nut.
A reeky pear, a thing the cat left on the stair.
And lots of other things as well, each with a rather horrid smell. These are Veruca's newfound friends that she will meet as she descends.
And this is the price she has to pay for going so very far astray.
But now, my dears, we think you might be wondering.
Is it really right that every single bit of blame and all the scolding and all the shame should fall on Veruca's salt? Is she the only one at fault?
For those she spoiled, and dreadfully so.
A girl can't spoil herself, you know.
Who spoiled her then? Ah, who indeed?
Who pandered to her every need?
Who turned her into such a brat?
Who are the culprits who did that?
Alas, you needn't look so far.
To find out who these sinners are.
They are
And this is very sad.
her loving parents.
Mom and Dad.
And that is why we're glad.
They
fell into the garbage chute as well.
My TV.
The most important thing we've learned so far as children are concerned is never, never, never let them near your television set. Or better still, just don't install the idiotic thing at all.
In almost every house we've been, we've watched them gaping at the screen.
They loll and slop and lounge about and stare until their eyes pop out.
Last week in someone's place, we saw a dozen eyeballs on the floor. They sit and stare and stare and sit
Until they're hypnotized by it.
until they're absolutely drunk with all the shocking, ghastly junk.
Oh yes, we know it keeps them still.
They don't climb out the windowsill.
They never fight or kick or punch.
They leave you free to cook the lunch.
And wash the dishes in the sink.
But did you ever stop to think?
To wonder just exactly what this does to your beloved tot?
It rots the senses in the head. It kills imagination dead.
It clogs and clutters up the mind.
It makes a child so dull and blind.
He can no longer understand fantasy, a fairyland.
His brain becomes as soft as cheese.
His powers of thinking rust and freeze.
He cannot think, he only sees.
All right,
You'll cry.
all right.
You'll say,
But if we take the set away, what shall we do to entertain our darling children? Please, explain.
We'll answer this by asking you, what used the darling wants to do?
How used they keep themselves contented before this monster was invented?
Have you forgotten? Don't you know?
We'll say it very loud and slow.
they used to
Read.
Read and read.
And read and read, and then proceed.
To read some more.
Great Scott, good zooks.
When half their lives was reading books. The nursery shelves held books galore.
books cluttered up the nursery floor.
And in the bedroom, by the bed,
More books are waiting to be read.
Such wondrous, fine, fantastic tales of dragons, gypsies, queens, and whales.
and treasure isles, and distant shores where smugglers rode with muffled orders.
And pirates wearing purple pants.
And sailing ships and elephants. And cannibals crouching round the pot, stirring away at something hot.
It smells so good. What can it be? Good gracious, it's
Penelope! The younger ones had Beatrix Potter,
With Mr. Toad, the dirty rotter.
and Squirrel Nutkin, Pigling Bland, and Mrs. Tiggywinkle,
And just how the camel got his hump.
and how the monkey lost his rump.
and Mr. Toad, and bless my soul.
There's Mr. Rat and Mr. Mole.
Oh, books, what books they used to know, those children living long ago. So please, oh please, we beg, we pray,
Go throw your TV set away. And in its place, you can install a lovely bookshelf on the wall.
then fill the shelves with lots of books.
Ignoring all the dirty looks.
The screams and yells, the bites and kicks.
And children hitting you with sticks.
Fear not.
Because we promise you that in about a week or two of having nothing else to do,
They'll now begin to feel the need of having something good to read.
And once they start, oh boy,
You watch the slowly growing joy that fills their hearts.
They'll grow so keen,
they'll wonder what they'd ever seen in that ridiculous machine.
that nauseating, foul, unclean, repulsive
television screen. And later, each and every kid.
We'll love you more for what you did.
P.S. Regarding Mike TV, we very much regret that we shall simply have to wait and see if we can get him back his height.
But if we can't,
It serves him right.
Oh.